Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. Come on in. Wednesday morning, Craft and Chat Live. I'm going solo today. Jackie said to tell everybody hello. I'm going to share this and give everybody a few minutes to tune in. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. It's a chilly morning here in Southwest Missouri. Good morning. Okay, let's see. Hope everyone's doing well this morning, and I'm just going to give it a minute or so and see if some people can find us. I posted this, or had it scheduled, or I thought I had it scheduled to post on my blog early this morning, and then when I opened up my computer, it was like not there. Good morning, Kristen. So I just posted it, so my bad. Okay. Kristen, how are y'all doing over there? Okay. Okay, I've got that shared. Good morning, Pam. Hello, hello. Good morning, Carol. I bet it's cold. It is sunny here too. I think it was like close to freezing this morning. We had frost. Carol, do you have snow today? Or is it just freezing? Thank you, Pam. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. So I am just, y'all, I have been crafting like a mad woman this week. On Sunday or Monday, we're leaving to go to Texas for Thanksgiving, and Jackie and I have an appointment next Wednesday. So I'm going to try to do a live, and I was going to tell you that my lives may be a little different when I'm in Texas. The whole setup is different, and I usually have a little one or two glued to my hip, which is great. So I may get them to help me on my lives. We'll see. But if I have to change time because of my doctor appointment next Wednesday, I'll post that ahead of time, okay? So good morning, Diana. Thank you. So anyway, I have been trying to plan way ahead because when I'm with family, I want to enjoy family and at the same time keep everything going and sharing with you all. So the setup for me here is a little easier to record videos. So I've done a lot of videos ahead of time that will post, I'll have the link here and on my blog. So anyway, it's like I've made so many projects in the last few days that when I go and look at what I'm doing today, it's like, oh, what did I do? It's like, my goodness, snow last night. Oh, Carol, yeah. I bet it's pretty though. So that kind of goes with what we're working with today, the Snowflake Wishes Bundle. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started and take care of a few things. I'm probably going to flip you down. Jackie may come in and say hello. And I just have to tell you that what we're working with today, I fell in love with this suite. First of all, I don't always work with snowflakes because in Texas we don't have snow, even though it's pretty. I know that's not a good enough reason. I mean, they're beautiful and they're all unique like us. So, they're just beautiful. And this particular suite with the papers and the colors are knockout. Lila, our oldest granddaughter, will be turning 5 in a couple of weeks. Yeah, and on the 23rd. And so her friend birthday party has an Elsa or Frozen 2 theme, the Disney. And so this suite was perfect. I made a banner, I've made packaging, and you're going to be seeing all of that. I'll be sharing it throughout the week's so that you can see it, but it's been a lot of fun to work with this. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and flip you down, and then we're going to get started. Let me see if I can turn you around. Here we go. Okay. I need to kind of switch my lighting too. Hello, Parson. How are you doing? I hadn't seen you on here in a while, or I probably just have missed you. I'm telling you, I've been crafting like a mad woman. Okay, I hope that's good. Getting it straight. I'm looking at my computer. Okay, so first of all, again, welcome. And if you're here for the first time, let us know. We're glad you're here. And even if you are one of my followers that's here every time, please say hello. And I have a couple of little thank you giveaways here for sharing last week. Lynn Chapman is going to get a little sampler of the 'Tis the Season 6x6 Designer Series paper. And then I always do give a little thank you giveaway for, okay, Farson, thanks, for a comment on this week, or this last week, was what do you always have on your Thanksgiving menu? And it is so neat to read what everybody has, you know, year after year. And I know it's the same for most of us. Oh, I bet it's beautiful. Good morning, Lynn. Okay, so I'll be sending these out. Lisa, I think I have your address. Lynn, I know I have yours. This will be going out soon, okay? All right, and so thank y'all for sharing and commenting and visiting my blog. Okay, the next thing is we still have this promotion going on, the Quite Curvy bundle, the Curvy Celebrations promotion. And so there had been a little bit of confusion about this. For this bundle, the stamp set that will be in the new mini catalog, and these beautiful dies, you have to purchase this as a bundle. It's $41.25. And then these are limited time because they're holiday, okay? And holiday and the paper. So I think you can buy these separately, okay? But this you can only get in the bundle. And then if you want all of this, you can get it for 10% off here, okay? So if you have questions about that, let me know. Okay, what else? I have my notes here somewhere. I guess I can get started. Prizes, Curvy, projects. All right. So we're using the Snowflake Splendor Split. That's a tongue twister. Snowflake Splendor Suite. And it is on page 36 and 37 in the mini catalog. Paper Beautiful. Y'all, I forgot to order the embossing folder, but I just went on and did it without it. But this is beautiful too. I don't have it, but I wish I did. But I have everything else, and so we're using most of it today. So, first project. Let me make sure I have everything where I need it. I think I've die cut everything and gotten that all ready. So I don't know where my dies went. It's a good thing I've die cut everything, huh? Okay, for the first project, this is a fun fold, okay? So I've got a piece of Coastal Cabana, 5.5 by 8.5, and we're just gonna fold that in half. A piece of Pool Party cardstock, and this is 5 1/4 by 8, okay? And I've already scored it this morning, and it's at 4 and 6, okay? And then I have some this beautiful designer paper. Look at that. This is, the big piece is 3 3/4 by 5, and this strip is 1 3/4 by 5. And then I have a piece of Whisper White for the inside, 4 by 5 1/4. Then you'll need enough to cut 2 of these, and these labels are from the Tasteful Labels dies, okay? This one right here. And 2 of those. And I think, oh no, the sparkly. The blue glimmer paper, you need about a 3x4 piece to cut these beautiful snowflakes. Y'all, and they cut so easily. And I will tell you, with mine, with my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, I roll it through and then I come back through, okay? And they pop out pretty easily. Sometimes the smaller ones, you'll have to poke them out of the dies, you know, and I just use my take your pick tool to get those out. But these, they just come out and you have to, like, you have these little inserts here that you have to poke out in the center there. But other than that, oh my gosh, gorgeous. Okay, let's get started here. I have to remember the project, y'all. This is crazy how it's like, I've done so many and it's like, okay, what was this one? Okay, so take the Coastal Cabana and fold it in half. And let's give it a good crease with a bone folder. Okay, and this one that's scored at 4 and 6. I've already done that here, and so we're going to fold this side up and then mountain fold this. So you have a valley and a mountain fold, and let's give that a good grease. Yes, Diana, it is awesome. I love it. And I found that it doesn't shed like some of our older glimmer papers. I love that. Okay, that is going to go right here. Do I want to go ahead and do that? I think I want to go ahead and put my designer paper on. Okay, so let's take this big piece of designer paper and we're going to glue that right there. So let me get some liquid glue. So I've been telling y'all, I've been trying to work ahead and get a lot of things scheduled and done. And I've pretty much got that, for the most part, through the second week of December. How about that? So anyway, but then I'll be also doing other projects too. But if something happens and, you know, we're working with keeping the kids or whatever, I've got things scheduled to go. And then I'm always available if you need me. You can text me or message me. Okay, so look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, so now this goes on this. So you have the fun fold and then you have the regular card, okay? You having trouble with the video? I'm sorry, Lynn. It looks okay on my end, but Lynn, what is it doing? Okay, I'm just going to put that right there. Okay, so I want that little border, the Coastal Cabana border, and then you see the pool party border. Okay, and then right there. Okay, so now that's the base of the card, all right? And we'll work on the inside in a minute. So let's go ahead and do our stamping. I'll put that right there. Okay, good. Lynn, I don't know. Maybe try going out and coming back in. Are you watching on your phone or a tablet? I don't know that makes any difference, but what am I doing? I want a piece of scrap paper so I can stamp. So here is one. We have 2 labels on this, and I'm going to use Coastal Cabana ink. Hi, June. Good, Carol. Okay. Yeah, sometimes connections, different internet connections are crazy, y'all. Just, I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Just crazy. I can't explain it. Snowflake wishes for a Merry Christmas is what I'm stamping on the outside. Great. Thank you. Okay. So here, I'm going to take this and I'm going to stamp it right in the center. And I don't have my pad underneath there because I have a super thick, I just put new grid paper underneath, so I've got quite a bit of padding. Yes, that happens, autofocus. I've noticed that not just on my videos, but on other videos too. So it's all with the internet. Okay, so this next one, this one's going to go on the front. And is this what I have? In the coldest moments of the year, my heart is warm because you are near. I thought I'd give this card to Jackie. I already showed it to him. But he goes, oh man, I really like that. So I had him cutting card bases for me yesterday. I think he cut 30 pieces of cardstock in half for me. Such a help. Okay, so I'm going to center this one as well. Press down really well here. Okay, so now we're going to add some little stamped images around it, some snowflakes. So on this one, I'm going to use Pool Party. I'm trying to bring as many of the colors as I can into this, and Balmy Blue. Okay, right here. All right, so I've got 2 of the snowflakes from the stamp set, and I think I'm going to go with these 2. I used Balmy Blue for this larger one, so what I'm going to do here, because I don't want to overwhelm the sentiment, is I'm going to stamp off and then stamp on. Oh, that kind of got, you see what happened there? If there's a fuzz on your stamp, it picks up the ink. It'll be okay. And puts a blob on your image. Okay, so this one, I couldn't remember if I stamped off or not. Okay, surely don't want to get it full strength. And you find the white spaces. Okay, so now let's take these open ink pads. Scare me. This is Pool Party. It's really light, but I'm stamping off on that too. And I'm going to do the same thing. Whoop, on the other one. See how that just really makes it? Of course, I've got my little blob there. But it's okay. I'll put one of the snowflakes covering that, one of my glimmer ones. Okay, let's do the same thing here. Balmy Blue. Stamp off. And if it goes over the text, over your sentiment, you can still read through it because you're stamping off. Okay, I'm getting a little excited with that snowflake there. Let me switch. Okay, stamp and let's do one over here. There we go. Okay, so now, oh, no. Let's leave these open. While we're at it, let's do our inside. 4 by 5 1/4 of Whisper White. And again, the same 2 snowflakes. So while you're stamping, just do all of it, okay? And this can be really simple. And you can do the same thing for your envelope, okay? Now Pool Party, stamp off. Okay? Now, let me close these before I have an accident. When I look at the screen, I seem like I'm really far away from my surface, and I'm hoping y'all can see what I'm doing. It's like I hate to zoom in too close. No, that's not it. Here we go. Let's get this out of the way. And so this is going to go right here so you can write your holiday message. This morning, Jackie told me yesterday, he goes, I forget what station, 10-something.9 has all holiday music. He loves it. I said, it does? He went, yeah. So this morning when I was making some eggs for breakfast, I turned on my Apple Music, and I turned on Ray Conniff. Do any of y'all remember Ray Conniff or know who Ray Conniff is? When I was growing up in the early 60s, that is the album that, okay, let me not talk too much right now. This needs to go as close to the top of the designer paper as it can, because I don't like for this to be covered up. This is going to come here and extend a little above. And I justify this one a little bit to the right. The inks, June, are Pool Party and Balmy Blue. And then the sentiment is stamped in Coastal Cabana. So you want, this is over to the right, this is here, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and place those. Anyway, Ray Conniff, y'all. We listened to that album when we were little and looked at the cover, the album cover. I can't tell you till we wore it out. You're welcome. So I put that on this morning. And the thing is, it's like, of course, we didn't know each other as children, but his mom had Ray Conniff too. I remember seeing an album. I don't know that they listened to it as much as we did, but man, it's my favorite. And then my girls like it too. You know how you have those that you just are special? Okay, so now, you see how that goes, and it's going to sit up like this, okay? So, like, I know you can't see, but like that. And you can see both of them well. And then a snowflake is going to go here, so let's get that going. Okay, so the largest one is going to go here. And I couldn't find my little fine tip glue that the one I put my liquid glue in, so I'm using the fine tip glue. The thing with this, I like it, but excuse me. It's better to me if you just put little dots instead of trying to, like I might with the liquid glue and spread it out. So especially on these very detailed, try to get the end pieces. And to me, I find this takes a little longer to dry. That's why I prefer the liquid glue. But for these intricate, look how pretty. Okay, and then you hold it just a little bit. Sometimes I lift my hands too much. And then, oh great, Diana. And you have some beautiful work. Diana's on my team. So excited. Okay. So, see? And then it shows when this is pulled up. Okay, so now, this one I'm going to put over here. So I'm going to kind of flatten this out so I can work. See, I'm going to cover up my blob. Cover up the blob. Yay. Okay, let's see. Just dot, dot, dot. Okay. Notice I can't talk while I'm doing that because I'm concentrating. I want to cover that blob. Works. You can always fix it. Okay. All right, and then the little one, I'm going to put right down here. So pretty, y'all. So pretty. And the sentiments in this set are not just, there's a Hanukkah sentiment, Happy Hanukkah. There's a friendship, thank you. In fact, I'll probably post this at a later date, but my thank you to go along with my thank you gifts for November orders has a tag with this suite. Thank you, Pam. Okay, so now we've got that. Oh, I forgot something. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. It's the other card. Okay, so now these gems. Look at these. Woo! All the colors in them. Just so pretty. So what I did here is I took the, where's my, I don't know what I did with my, yeah, I promise you I'm organized, but sometimes things disappear, and it's usually during a live. So I have my vintage paper piercing tool here from way back. Okay, and I'm putting one of the smaller, darker gems in the center. Okay, I'm having issues. I wish I had my take your pick. It'll show up after I'm done. And I should have put my lid back on my liquid glue. That is a very important. Now watch me not find the lid. Let me do this. I'll use it again in a minute, but this keeps it from plugging up. Yeah. Oh, goodness, Lisa. Okay, let's get that in there. All right. So here is our Fun Fold Christmas card. Okay, that's what it looks like. Thank you, June. Yes, the colors are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you. Y'all try that. Okay. All right. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to do another one. If you have any questions, you can post while I'm kind of rearranging here. So, but I'll have, hopefully, the recording of this video up on, it'll be here, it'll stay here, but also on my blog tomorrow, because I know some people aren't on Facebook. So, okay, let me get my other, and I'm going to clean my stamps. So I went through and looked at all of my Christmas cards. I have a box because I make tons of cards every year, and then I have some left over, and I keep them in a box to send to like friends and family the next year. And then, so I've been going through that and then making customer Christmas cards. And y'all, that's a lot of cards. A lot of cards in a box that I'm trying to make a list to pack to take to Texas. So, yeah. But it's fun. I'm so excited about going. Thank you, Diane. Okay, I'm going to scooch that a little bit. I better leave that alone. Let me just move this over. Okay, next one. Okay, so this one we're starting out with Highland Heather for the base. This is a gift card holder. This week on my blog, I'm really kind of concentrating on gift card holders. I'm trying to think, you know, what do you need? And I know you probably don't give a ton of them, but I'm going to tell you how I use these as well. I make, you know, if you've watched, I make quite a few gift card holders. I do give some gift cards as gifts because that's what people ask for. And then it's so fun to make the presentation for it. And, but it has this little pocket, and if I have a lot left over, what I do is I usually put a picture of the grandchildren in my cards, and so I just tuck the picture in the pocket. I usually get a small wallet size print made, and anyway, so that's how I use them too. All right, so this is 5.5 by 8.5. I'm double checking. And it's scored at 3 and 7. Okay? This is a lot like one I've done before, but it's one of my favorites because it's so easy. Okay, so let's give it a good crease. Carol, I bet your Christmas cards are going to be beautiful if you're using them for this set. Yeah. Okay, so now I have a piece of Whisper White, and this is cut at 2 by 5 1/4, and it's going to go in here. Okay. I have enough. I used another one of the labels from the Tasteful Labels dies. This one. This is from the annual catalog. Okay. I have 2 pieces of the designer paper. This side I'm using, and it is cut 1.5 by 5.5 and 3 by 5.5. Okay. And then you're going to need some silver foil because I cut my snowflakes from the silver foil. And I did something really cool with them. And you're going to see that in a minute. Okay, silver foil for the snowflakes. And I cut this itty bitty one for this one. This image really is to cut out a stamped image of a snowflake from the set, but I like it, so I cut it out. It's a little different. Okay, I'm going to put that right there, and let's get started. So to start with, we're going to go ahead and form the pocket. And you know, you use tear and tape for that. You can use liquid glue. You can use Stampin' Seal Plus, but I like this because I know it's going to stick in the Southeast Texas humidity. Even in the winter. Yep. Okay, there's one piece. Let's put the other piece on. Okay. Goodness. Okay. All right, let's fold this up, and we're good to go. All right, so let's go ahead and adhere the designer paper. So I have this. Let's see, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. This one, it covers pretty much that whole flap, okay? There's not really any border around the edge. I designed it that way because I love this paper and I want to just, yeah, it covers up the heather, but you do see it when you open the card. Okay. All right. And then we're going to put on the outside. I love that wash. Oh, and also this week, I think it's Friday on my blog, I'm sharing a beautiful technique, easy, but with this suite. So be sure and stay tuned. Okay, I want to do it like this. And I'm turning it like this because I want this blue to hit this blue. Okay, the pool party. Okay, there we go. Now see, that covers up that whole front as well. All right. All right, let's give it a good crease again. Okay, so now I'm going to take the next part, because I usually forget this. Okay, it's what I thought I had forgotten on the other card. This is the Snowflake Wishes Snowflake Splendor ribbon. And I have to tell you, when I first opened this up, it's really stiff, and I thought, I don't like that. But I do, because it's easy. Not so much to tie bows, but you can cut little snippets of it and let it stick out like from behind a sentiment or something. But in this case, I'm tying it around here, and it's probably about 14 inches is what I would cut it. But you know me, I like to leave it on the spool. And I'm just going to tie a knot over here to the left, okay? And go like this. This ribbon is gorgeous because, y'all, it picks up every color. That iridescent, I mean, it can look blue, it can look whatever it's against. You see how it looks lavender now? Gorgeous. Okay, let me give this a trim. Okay. like that. And now we're going to do some stamping. You know what? I like to put a piece of, a glue dot. I'm not going to do it yet in case I have to move it underneath the knot to keep it steady. Okay, let's stamp. Set that aside for a minute. We're going to stamp. And this one's going to be the friendship card. Our friendship is one of a kind. So let me take, oh, I forgot to, what do I have on this? Yep. Stamp on that too in a minute. Put this label down. And I'm going to stamp this in Highland Heather ink. Okay. I'm going to just center it like I did the other one, and then we're going to stamp around it with some of the snowflakes. This time I'm going to use Highland Heather and Pool Party because those are the main colors on my designer paper here, okay? And I'm going to use the same 2 snowflakes that I have mounted. Yep. Okay, so I'm starting with Pool Party. And you know what I'm going to do. Stamp off, stamp on. This is so light already, but I do like that hint of color. Okay, just put 3. Don't want to get over enthusiastic with it. Okay, Highland Heather with the smaller snowflake. Stamp off, stamp on, stamp off, on, stamp off. I have to say it so I won't forget to stamp off, on. It's kind of, you get a rhythm going. Okay, so that's done. Now let's stamp. This is going to be on the inside to write your message. And so I'll go ahead and start with the heather since I've already got it out. Okay, Pool Party again. And you can write over these stamped images too. Okay, all right, that's done. I think we're through with this ink. All right. Okay, so now let's go ahead and assemble some of this. And then I'm going to do a little bit of coloring. Okay, so liquid glue. Like this, I won't lose these pieces somewhere on the desk. And I see a smudge there. I probably need to stamp there. Okay, so that's just on the inside. And then this is going to go right here in the center. And see, the bow is over here on this left side, so it doesn't cover up, or, you know, the sentiment doesn't cover it up. So let me see. I judge this by centering and then coming up just a little bit from the bottom here. So I think I used Stamp & Seal Plus for this because I wanted it to stick the first time. Okay. So let's get this here, center it. I'm eyeballing it, line it up on the grid paper, and then press it down. Okay. So now, let me show you what we're going to do. Get another piece of scrap paper, and you know I have these silver foil snowflakes, but I don't want them silver. I want them heather. So I'm going to take my dark Highland Heather and color them. And when I first tried this, I thought, oh, that's not dark enough. But you know, like you can layer your color on just your cardstock when you're coloring, you can also layer here. So what I do is I color and then I set it aside and let it dry. And then, let's see, I think I'm going to try the brush tip on this one. See, isn't that pretty? You can make your foil, especially, I think, silver or the champagne. I use champagne a lot too because it's so light. But I think we still have champagne, don't we? Anyway, okay, so I need to leave that alone and let it dry. I keep wanting to go over it and over it. Okay, let's do the big one. Yeah, the silver, these, because it's like a solid, it's not porous. It's a non-porous image. And it'll hold the, and I don't know that that's true on everything. You could probably try these on just about anything and see if it would take the color. But it just, so you're going to have the color to match your project and the shine, okay? Also, that would be pretty on this card. You know, our rainbow glimmer paper that's in the annual catalog, how it has the purples and blues, you know, like, what do you call that, ombre effect as it goes through the rainbow. That would be pretty too. I'm out of that though. I need to order some more. Okay, so now I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to go back to the first one. It looks almost white. I mean silver. And color over that. And let it dry. Then I'm going to go back over this one. You just have to be careful with your brush tip. If you color things, you don't, you know, you want to try not to fray it. Okay. Last. Yeah, I decided I was going to color these ahead of time, but I decided seeing is believing. I want y'all to see how easy it was in that. Bam! I mean, you could use your blues. Always good to have some foil paper on hand. Okay, I'm liking how those look. So I'm going to let that dry just a minute. And show you that I'm also going to be using these adhesive back snowflakes that are amazing for this suite as well. So I'm going to open that up while those are drying. And I never could decide which one to use. I think I'm going to use these. These are like greens and purples and blues, and this is more pinkish and peaches. See the difference in the colors? Okay. All right. Let's get this in here, and I think they're probably dry enough. Look how pretty that looks. Isn't that pretty? Y'all got to try it. Pool party one person? Yes. Oh, that would be gorgeous. Yeah, it makes you just want to play with all the colors just to see how pretty they would be, right? So I'm using the fine tip glue again. Okay. Let's see how I did this. I think I did it right here. Oh, I love it. Okay, so, and then I did use the dark of the Highland Heather. Thank you, Diana. Yeah, you need to try this. Absolutely. Okay, let's get going with this. Okay, this one's going to go right here. Hold it a minute. Oh, see, I picked up my finger too quick. All right. And then, and I will tell you, if you don't let them dry, when you touch them, it can pull off the ink, okay? This one goes right here, okay? Oh, Lisa. Okay, gotta hold it a second. Okay, so who all's gonna try this technique? Who's gonna try it? You will love it. It's so fun. Okay, I'm closing up my fine tip glue. Now I'm going to add to this. I was looking to see if my take your pick tool happened to show up, and it hasn't, so let's go back to vintage. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lift this up and put it right in the center. That lavender on lavender doesn't show that much. Let me try this. I think that's why I may have gone with the other one. Yeah, these show up a little bit better. These pinkish ones. In fact, I'm going to just layer this one. Yep. Oh, great. Yes, Veronica, the snowflakes are amazing. Okay, and then put this one right here. So the pinkish opalescent looking snowflakes show up a little better on that Highland Heather. And so then I also need some just scattered. I asked Jackie, I took the card in, I said, is this too much, too many snowflakes? Is that too much on that card? Oh no, he said, yeah, you need all those. That looks good. So I just kind of scatter them here. So see, isn't that pretty? So there you can write your message. You could put a gift card in here, or like I said, if you send photos, and now if you send a big photos, but I usually like get mine printed at Walgreens, the small ones, and put it in there. Okay, there are our projects for today. Let me get the other one in here. Okay, so I hope you love this suite as much as I do. I can't stop playing with it. It's like when I go to create something, it's like I want to pull this out again. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, next week, not sure about what time the live will be or what it will look like, but I'm definitely going to try to keep my Wednesdays the same. And let me know if you have questions or if I can help you with anything. Let me see if there are any questions here. Thank you, Pam. I'm looking for questions, so if you have a question, you can just type it in. I can't see all my comments on the computer. I guess because I'm still live. It won't let me go through it. Okay, fun fold. Try it. And then the gift card holder. Okay, ladies, thank you. Thank you all for being here. And I believe Diana Sunday or Monday, but maybe Sunday. Okay. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you all. Glad. Y'all try it. Okay. I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.